Okay.
Oh, you guys, should we do? And it is earlier than normal. Should we do like a morning zoo radio thing? Like, I can get a fart button real quick if we want, and like
Oh, okay. Can we?
we can make it an episode of like Harry and the Queef or whatever.
Okay. Yeah. All right. You want to do a radio show where we
This is like a
become
morning drive
voices?
time radio show, and we're just
Okay.
gross like
Okay.
jerks. Is that
Sure.
like that's is that I don't know. It's been a while since I've listened to any of those. Like I know.
I can't tell you the last time I listened to the radio. I didn't even know people did it.
Yeah.
I
Still,
guess they
Sound
do.
effects everywhere.
Yeah, sound
well, I
effects
did.
everywhere.
I remember people come like doing radio in Wilmington to when I was at Dead Crow, and that there's a lot of older people. So I was like, maybe that's the connection, where it's just like, oh, okay,
I don't want to
it's
touch my phone.
yeah.
Like, well, where were the older people? Were they like working the radio or?
No, so you could. I mean, like, I'm not a draw or anything. Like, no one knows me, but like being on the radio for a little bit and then having
Oh.
on a Saturday, a lot of people coming to the early show, and you're like, it was like packed, and it was mostly older people. You're like, I think it was the radio. I think it was the radio.
I see. Yeah. Even iHeartRadio? I don't know what that is on it. I know that's a like I
It's an app where the radio is, I think, but I don't. I think it sounds like just a podcast.
right.
A DJ put together a playlist.
It's like an infinity podcast, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
A playlist you have even less control of
I think so.
with ads. Hmm.
Yeah.
Good luck, radio, I guess. I don't know. It seems like they
You
got
can't
an uphill
fast
battle.
forward, rewind. Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Lots of ways to go in music.
Yeah, that's certainly one of them. Not the one I think I'm going to choose, but you know, maybe I'm the average listener. Maybe I'm not. I have. I think we have a fantastic show for us today.
Oh. Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't want to put any pressure on anybody, most especially us.
Yeah.
But I think there's going to be good things. So if we all we can just center ourselves, remember what we're doing. We'll say each of us say our mantras to ourselves that we promised that we would never utter out loud.
Right. Yeah. You cannot utter that out loud.
Because if you do, it doesn't come true, is what I've heard.
Oh.
And that
Okay,
might be
then.
birthday wishes also. or I don't, it could be both. I'm not sure. So
Probably both. All your thoughts keep to yourself. The rest of the podcast will be silent.
Yeah. Don't say.
that's a good idea. Oh, speaking of good ideas,
Wait a minute.
Riff does. They have on like streaming services. They have a Yule log. Like those videos where it's just like a log on fire, like that you're supposed to put on your TV for Christmas or something.
Oh yeah.
They have that, and it's like a couple hours long, and I think it's just like them just like making holiday jokes over top of it.
Oh, that's fun.
Like I think we can do that.
Okay.
And like it makes me want to figure out like other like really long like background videos we can make for people's like for different different holidays.
Yeah, just have AI make pictures with like a slow pan or something.
Yeah.
Like some nice Halloween decorations or like a like Happy Valentine's Day thing, and like we just we say nice, lovely things on Valentine, or fireworks for the 4th of July, and it's us, just being patriotic or whatever. I think we can do that. I think it's one of those sleeper income streams, like the people that like do the stuff on Spotify, like they read books on Spotify, and people just listen to them while they're falling asleep, and they just get tons and tons of plays.
Oh,
Wow. Okay.
I should try this.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay.
But anyways, we'll get to the real business here in just a second. We're going to start the podcast. Thank you, everybody, for being here. If you are, and if you're not, how dare you? But we'll get to that later.
Tell the people you know. Come on in.
Yeah, we do these live on YouTube, and then you can also listen to it on your radio app. Probably, if you're listening to the radio on your phone, that's confusing, but fine, I guess. Anyways, here we go. Just a quick water. Hi, guys.
Hello.
What's going on?
And welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Hummy's VR Comedy Podcast with Mark, Steven, and Jeff. That is us. You recognize us from YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, all over. That's what we do. We make videos on the internet, and then we also have a podcast. Because of course.
Mm-hmm.
And this is another episode. This week we have. I came loaded this week, I think.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I hope that's okay.
Yeah.
Some real
loaded
typical podcast, like bro podcast type stuff. Like, can you believe this?
Hell yeah. I love that.
Okay.
I
Talking about butter. Talking about
Yes.
magic.
Butter
Yeah.
podcast
News segments.
new segment. Butter is. I'm so glad you brought that up. Butter.
welcome.
I feel like we talk about butter so infrequently, and like other podcasters are also really leaving it out. Like it seems to be marginalized.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
I went
Yeah.
all the way there for that.
Uh-huh.
So I hope you're happy, America.
Good.
I have a stalker.
Okay.
Whoa, really?
Mm-hmm.
My God.
It seems exciting. You'd think I would be flattered, and kind of am, I guess, but like also not really scared. But I every day I get a phone call and a voicemail, and then immediately a text from Ingrid at my
What's her
local
deal?
Ford dealership, because she has some information about a safety recall for my vehicle, and it is driving me fucking insane.
Okay.
Well, it is a car, so.
Okay, I like that one a lot.
Yeah, I figured.
That was very fun for me.
That's crazy. The fact that they're like, you got to get in here.
Every day, every single day. And
Does she not know that you have lost the will to live, and you're like, just let it happen, Ingrid?
right.
Yeah.
What's the recall? Is it dangerous or not? If it is,
I doubt it. Like
I've skipped those before, where it's like, hey, the top rack on your car needs to be brought in. You're like, no, I'll never come in for a couple hours just for that.
what happens if I don't bring it in? It'll vibrate when you get above 90 miles an hour. Oh, okay. Fine. I can live with that.
I'll skip it.
Yeah.
No, I would go 90 miles an hour, let it vibrate so much that it causes a wreck, and I get a bunch of money. So.
But since they told you about it, they're covering their. See, like that's that's what's driving. Like any other business, this would be terrible service. Like nobody. It's driving me insane.
Yeah.
Like
We told you about it.
Yeah, like one call, one message. That's it. But every goddamn day,
Is she increasingly more like desperate in her messages, or
I don't
like
listen to it.
John?
I assume that there's
You gotta.
you gotta come in here. I've not listened to. We can listen to one and see what they're like.
No, if you have the last one, that would be great. Because there might be a growing concern, and who knows? They might have your address. They might even show up.
Oh,
Ingrid might just.
This
Here
could
comes a
dox me.
message from a recall dealership.
And you should give us the keys to the Jeep here for the podcast, because if something happens to you in your car and you knowingly knew about it, we got to take this. We got to pull this episode, and
Oh yeah.
Bury this if like
Yeah.
please.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
I
Will
just
not go live.
I just finally listened to one, and it seems like a real person.
Right.
It doesn't seem like a scam to me. Like somebody like it could be a scam or scammer. But I just want it to stop, but I do not want to reply, because even in the text it says like type stop to stop getting these messages. And I don't want to send anything back to them. Like I don't want them to know that the person that has my phone number is alive. Like I want them to just think that this is just an unknown number. Like they're going to get no feedback from me.
Right.
Which
Okay.
There's part of you
Yeah, keep them guessing.
yeah.
feel, and I don't know if I've said this before, does a part of you feel like, it feels good that someone's calling? Do you know what I mean? Like I don't make a big deal of my birthday, and I think I might have said this before. I don't make a big deal of my birthday, and I don't like to. But sometimes you get a card in the mail from the dentist, and they're like, "Hey, happy birthday!" And you're like, "This is nice."
It is nice.
Yeah, it's a nice thought. But they legally have to track you down and go, "You gotta get in here." I'm picturing that's Ingrid. She's got she still smokes in the office. She's wearing a visor, heavy lipstick, old.
She's going to be at a Christmas party talking to people about how she's got this one client that she's worried about,
Just won't answer the phone.
Or
Talks through her teeth all the time.
She goes home every day and her husband's like, "Hey honey, how was work?" Is it Jeff again? Yes. He won't return my calls.
It might be like a detective thing where she just can't crack the case.
Maybe.
Yeah. I can't get a lead on this guy. He's a ghost.
Well, then I'm going to continue on my path because I feel like I'm giving her purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nice
she might seek out more friendships to make up for this weird thing that she's worried about, and so maybe you're helping this effect,
Perhaps
Sure.
I am.
I think so.
I'm going to choose to think of it that way. This is a real humanitarian thing that I'm doing. Very quickly, before I forget, I know we usually do like media recommendations at the end of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, in our normal podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching through Veep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys have ever watched that.
Mm-mm.
It is
With Julia
Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I don't know whatever the correct pronunciation of her name is.
Right.
It is fantastic.
Wow.
It
Okay.
is some of the best comedy I've seen in a while.
Wow.
And it's political it's obviously it's a political, nature. Like, it's all revolving around the White House and the president and vice president and all this stuff. But it doesn't, like, none of it has that, like, oh God, politics. Like, they never
Right.
they never really make it political.
Uh-huh.
So, like, you can avoid all that shit. And all I think all of the I think all of the politicians are fictional. Like, they don't try to bring in any real world people, politicians, to so, like, you can completely ignore all of that shit. But it is fantastic.
Wow. Are they still going, or did it end?
It ended in 2019, I think.
Okay. Okay. Long
Seven
time ago.
seven seasons.
Wow. Okay.
Um, but
Damn, 7 seasons. Yeah, I've heard good things about it.
yeah, it's and like I feel like I had always heard good things about it too, and I feel like it was when it was on, it was always up for awards and stuff. But, like, for whatever reason, I just was like, meh, probably not for me. I was wrong. It is exactly for me. It is,
Wow.
yeah, like, there are so many funny people in this, and, like, I feel like the first season has, like, a real, you can still feel the Seinfeld on it a little bit.
Oh shit. Okay.
And, like, the
Well, who wrote it?
nobody
Nobody in the.
involved with, and, like, I guess it's just me seeing Julia Louis-Dreyfus as Elaine and, like,
Yeah.
making that connection so strongly. But it is so good. Matt Walsh and Tony Hale. God, and then Sam Richardson from Detroiters and I Think You Should Leave.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
It's I'm not going to spoil anything. So
No, you're selling it good. I should see it.
Yeah, so many great, like, Patton Oswalt has, like, an amazing cameo or a guest star run in it. It is
Wow.
Nice.
yeah, just, like, jam packed with unbelievably funny people, and it's great. So that's my recommendation.
Awesome.
Wow.
I also
Fun.
I know I said that I had a stalker, and that was making me feel very important and special and, wanted. That's nice. It's nice that, you take it how you can get it. I think I've peaked at, like, my popularity as a person in the world culture. I don't think I'm in culture, or I don't here let me just show you. I was sent this.
Oh.
Whoa, what is that, dude?
OP from Discord
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
made and sent this to me. It's a keypad.
He made it?
Well, like, I mean,
OP.
it's got, this is just for man speedrunning.
I had a feeling that
he
OP is gonna
incredibly thoughtfully picked out, like, the switches in it are, like, very fast switches.
uh-huh.
He found, like, there's, like, keyboard O-rings so you can shorten the press of the button. He used those so that they're even faster. We up here at the very top row, we've got IM9, because obviously, and then
Very fun.
13.3. My initials, the buttons that you have to, like, the only 6 buttons, and he did the research. This is all legit. This, like, I don't have to use a regular keypad. I can use
This is legal.
This is legal.
Wow, because it seems very like the steroids of
It's
gaming. So that's amazing. If it's legal, that is wow, OP.
wow, okay, that looks professionally made.
Yeah,
Um,
like on
that's amazing. Wow.
when I was doing the speed runs for Extra Life, he said he asked me, he's like, what kind of switches do you have in your keyboard? All this kind of stuff. And I told him, and he's like, okay, well, go check a couple weeks later. He's like, go check the PO box. I was expecting, I think he and I initially had talked. He's just going to send me like replacement switches just for my keyboard. No, he built me like a custom signature line. Like I have like a
Keyboard
Bo
just for Man
Jackson
Man.
branded baseball bat now, basically. Like,
Wow. Just imagine if you got first place in Man Man, how much that keypad.
I'm going
gotta
to
frame
get
it.
first place in Man Man.
Oh
Dang.
my God, he said it.
You guys just want to shut down the pod and
You just want to
do that for the next 30
stream
minutes?
that?
Kinda.
He said, "Wow, that's inspiring." OP, wow, that's very inspiring.
I can't believe
might
people can
just-
do that.
Neither can I.
Someone who's that's not their job. I don't know if that's his job, but I mean,
I think
I
just
don't
a
think
hobby.
it is. Just a hobby to be that good at making that. It's unreal, man.
And that thoughtful and generous and giving, like I'm just a random dickhead on the internet that's just playing flash games. Like
Yeah.
this is somebody's actual money that like they had to work to earn.
hmm
And then they did this with it. Like it's just crazy.
Wow,
Yeah.
we have a debt to pay.
Yeah. I have to get first.
You have to.
We have to do this.
There's no other option.
Here's the thing. So I've tried this a little bit in Discord with the new button configuration and the like there's a program that comes with this keypad, so I can reassign any of the keys to be anything that I want them to be. Like in any physical layout, however I want them. And I don't know why I just did this hand motion because that doesn't like
Compute.
And
Computer.
I don't even know her. And
Yeah.
I think I have. Here's where I'm at right now. I have so much speed that I'm having to readjust my technique.
Whoa, you have
You're
too much speed.
fast.
I was afraid of that because if you're
God.
altering the way you've been learning, it's the same thing as a basketball player who's just been, shooting the whole time, and they make him go to the gym, and then now your shot's a little altered. Now the ball's a little lighter, and now you got to alter your shot on what you've been doing and conditioned to.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So Jeff he could be the Bruce Lee of Man Man. He's
Very easily, I think.
You got to slow down, or else we can't get these
Easily.
shots.
I'm going too fast. It's
Yeah.
it's like I might be the first golfer to walk out onto the green with one of those stupid looking long putters that goes all the way up to their chest. I mean, like people still use those, which I don't watch a lot of golf, but I saw that and I was like, this is.
And
anyway,
you've tried it on Man Man before, or no?
I have. And here's the thing. Not only like just for playing are the buttons better, but there's a sequence of like you have to every run you have to refresh the page, which is hitting F5. Then you have to click on the play thing with your mouse.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have to press P to skip through the dialogue. I have all of those. I have all of those.
He's got all those buttons
bound on this
button
thing,
there
so
just to skip the time.
I just go beep, pop, boop, and then new run started.
Wow. It's professional.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm gonna order my Billy Mays or Billy, who is it? The
Billy May?
King of Kong guy.
Oh yeah.
Billy
Billy Mitchell.
Mitchell.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna order my long, straight black Billy Mitchell wig, and I think I'm just gonna commit my life to this.
Okay.
I think it's great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And OP, thank you.
Yeah.
If there's anyone out there that can program an app to just notify everybody when Jeff starts playing Man, because
Yeah. Turn
that would help.
your alerts on your phone on.
Yeah, that would help me because I think, we all get so busy.
Always busy.
Just-
Here's the thing. I've got to the point, or I wasn't even recording them. I was just doing runs. Like, I already beat my 13.3 with this thing. And I didn't even record it because I don't even fucking care because I know I'm going to get faster.
Damn. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's one or bust right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm to the top.
Wow, he's going to the top.
Yeah.
Montage.
God, I wish we started filming a documentary a year ago,
We can post date it. It's fine.
Okay.
Well, I've got a you know how we Steven, you read that ad last week?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've got somebody else sent us an ad to read, but this time they have parts for Mark and Steven.
Okay.
And there's a little part for me too. So I'm gonna send you this. Your names are on there.
Okay, so we'll just...
sorry for everybody listening. We've got to run ads, so...
Sure. Okay.
Okay. All right. We just go from the top here?
Yeah, just from the top.
Right.
And
Okay. Hey there, podcast listeners. Are you tired of that heart-stomping... All right, let's redo this.
And they said that like, misspeaks or misreadings are okay.
It's fine.
They
Just go right through it.
They just like us being ourselves.
All right. Hey there, podcast listeners. Are you tired of that heart-stopping moment when you realize you might have left your phone or wallet behind?
Oh, God. Steven, well, we've got a simple solution that'll save you from those frantic backtrack moments. Picture this. You're about to leave your house, keys in one hand, maybe a coffee in the other, and you're in a hurry. But wait, you dash out the door. Here's a quick, foolproof habit to adopt.
And then sound effect of pocket padding.
Okay. Yeah.
Pat your pocket. Yep, that's right. Pat those pockets and make sure your phone and wallet are snugly in place. It's a tiny action that can save you from the hassle of turning your house upside down or retracing your steps.
And then background music transitions to a more calming rhythm.
Yeah, think about it. A simple tap to confirm your essentials are with you, giving you peace of mind wherever you go. No more left at home woes or the dreaded, where did I leave it? Panic.
Phone notification sound effect.
And trust me, once you make pocket padding a habit, it becomes second nature. Say goodbye to those forgetful moments and hello to a stress-free day out.
Background music fades.
So before you head out on your next adventure, remember this little tip. Pat your pockets, check for your phone and your wallet, and then stride out confidently. This podcast is brought to you by the Pocket Padding Association, because leaving your essentials behind is so last season.
Fading out.
Thanks for tuning in, and remember, a quick pat can save the day.
Pocket padding, making sure your essentials are always by your side, brought to you by the Pocket Padding Association. Visit our website and join the movement today. Thank you guys for
It's
doing
interesting.
that.
They don't
Yeah, no, we got to
give
pay
the
the bills.
website. Wow. Huh.
Yeah, just go to the website for the Pocket Padding Association. I think is their main call to action.
The PPA, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. What? And that are they selling anything or?
I don't know. I mean, I assume so, or like they're
I think it's just like a movement,
Like
yeah,
a PSA, like a
a
yeah.
sort of awareness.
It's like
awareness.
the get out and move more, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like an
Mm.
initiative, I guess maybe.
Yeah, it's like remember the ice bucket challenge?
Yes.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Pocket padding challenge. PPC.
So, I mean, I do it. I pat my pockets for my wallet and phone before I leave.
Hmm.
I
I
think
do
it's
it
a
all the
great
time.
system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pat all of them, even though you have 3 things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 3 things.
Because you never know. Like, did I, even though I just put them in the pockets, they always go in. Did I maybe mistakenly put it in the wrong pocket? You
Yeah.
never know. So it works for me, and I think it'll work for everybody that's listening.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you,
Just don't
EPA.
pat other people's pockets.
No.
You got to pat your own pockets. You can't be out walking and be like, I want to make sure you have your stuff on you. Pat someone else's pockets.
No, that's
But you can make people aware by you doing it. It's like sometimes I'll drum on my thighs a little bit.
Mhm.
So when I do that, and I'll look at somebody, and other people, it's just by second nature, they will start doing that.
right. That they'll start mirroring you. And like
Yes.
before I leave the house, or if I'm walking down the sidewalk and I see somebody like pull in the door behind them and they're on their way out, I go whistle at them and pat on my own pockets, and then they'll go and then pat on their own pocket and go. So I actually saw a person pat and realized, oh, my phone isn't in my pocket, and they went back inside.
Oh man, yeah.
Good for you.
It was a good thing you were there,
It's good
because
thing
they
I
might
put
have
that-
taken a couple steps and then turn
A
around.
simple gesture. What if that person had left without their phone?
full day ruined, or a good 10 minutes of a drive before they realized that my phone's not
They
in the
could
car.
have drove straight into a building. You never know.
You never know. So try it out. I think our listeners will like it. We've got a lot of really smart listeners who have phones and have wallets and leave their homes. So I think it's a good fit.
Yeah.
I have a new segment.
Great.
Oh,
I
a
would
new
like to-
segment.
Run by you guys. It's kind of just a remix of one of our things that we've done before,
Okay.
but it has a
See the
name now,
segment?
and I feel like naming and branding is so important these days. It's called Oh Brother. This
Okay,
is a
okay.
segment where you two brothers will debate each other
Okay.
like professional debaters
Mhm.
about very brotherly things.
Okay.
Okay.
I, of course, will act as the moderator.
Uh huh.
Do you care to hear this week's topic?
Sure. Do you want us to pick a
No.
size before we hear it?
Say no.
Okay,
Just
moving on
keep
then. That's
going.
fine.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What is the subject here?
This week's topic: the top bunk and
Mm.
who should get it.
Okay. Okay.
So I'll give you
Okay.
until I finish this sentence to
Mhm.
collect your thoughts and your arguments, and be prepared to debate your brother on who should get the top bunk. All right.
Okay. Who like in general, or who out of us two?
This is a good question because we might agree. We might both want the different one.
Or should one of us be pro one or
You know what you guys just want to play some man? I'm sorry, I wasn't clear enough. I misspoke. It is why you should have the top bunk.
Oh, why? Oh, I see. I see.
Why you
Okay.
should have the top bunk. That's
I see. I see.
yeah. Then that avoids any.
Okay.
And there can't be any. We're both in the top bunk.
Okay.
We'll sleep head to feet in the top bunk. Only one of you gets it.
Okay.
All right. So, Mark, let's imagine that we walk into a room. It's the apocalypse, and there's one bed, but it's a bunk bed, and we both want the top bunk. So now we've got our backpacks, and we throw down our axes, and now we got to figure out. Okay. Do you mind if I have the top bunk?
Mr. Brady, please first.
I forgot this is a professional hearing. This moderator just heard you fantasize.
Yeah, I don't know what this is about. Like, this is a very unorthodox way to start a debate. Building this whole world with his counter debater. It was interesting. You did have me gripped. I was like, wow, this is like, are we watching the new Fallout now? Like, what is going on?
Yeah, it helps me to imagine a situation as to why we are both wanting this. The reason for me is, Mark's actually, I think you're like an inch or two taller than me. So it's more like convenient for me to have the top button. I think you weigh a little bit more too. So yeah, that means less chance of falling. What if the top bunk collapses because of 2 pounds or 20 pounds, whatever it is extra? Like, that's a shame. I think I should have the top bunk,
Safety. That's sure. Mr. Brady, a rebuttal?
Yeah, well, I would say I need to be up higher because there's less gravity up there. And I have, joints and, vertebrae issues, probably. And being off the ground and being in a less gravitational pull actually is better for my body, other than being so low. If you're down lower on the ground, you just get pounded by all this gravity, just ravaging your system, just
you wouldn't want
mushing.
That happened to me, would you?
Well, I think because, like you just said, I'm a little taller, so like I feel like your body is that 1 inch less compact, and it can take that kind of pressure. You're more dense, and so.
Please, Mr. Brady, please refrain from speaking to the other debater.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh.
Thank you. Okay.
Is there a point system that you have?
There is, and I'm tracking those points.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the main reason.
Okay. Well, we've heard opening arguments. Mr. Brady, a follow-up?
Sure.
I'll. Okay.
No, sorry, I spoke too soon. Let me ask you something. You piss, right? Probably from your penis.
Most of the time.
He was asking me.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I do. Yes. Thank you for asking.
Okay. And this happens. This happens during the night sometimes too.
Indeed, it does.
Okay, and then how about you?
You look surprised by this information.
Yes, I also have a penis that I pee out of. Yeah,
and it happens at night sometimes too. Dead. I mean, wouldn't it be a shame if that happened and you'd have to crawl down a ladder to get out?
Can we refrain from threats in this debate, please?
Was I threatening?
It did sound threatening to me.
Okay, and then if he was feeling threatened, then there it is a threat. So please, let's refrain from threats.
Mhm. It's like you spend more energy, I think, like because you're maybe a couple inches taller. So allow me to have the piss tube that goes from the top of the bunk down to the toilet. It's just easier that way. And it's easier for you to piss, more fun for me to piss. It works out that way.
I've checked with the judges. There is no piss tube or catheter system or bucket or in-room toilet. This is a standard bunked bed.
Because I could also use that.
Yeah, sure.
Well, what we could do is we could both, and I know that we're fighting over one bunk bed, but hypothetically, one's on the lower bunk, one's on the top bunk. We could both have piss tubes, and then and it'll go into someone's filtered water hat that they can suck out of.
You're talking about one of those stadium beer drinking hats.
This is just turned into a conversation between the two of you. This is.
I'm sorry.
Again, I must reiterate, there is no special pissing apparatus involved here. This is a bed in a bedroom with no tubing or buckets or toilets. The bathroom is the next door over in the hallway.
Okay.
And there will be no holes cut through the walls to pee through those walls into those toilets from any height, low or high. It's a regular bedroom.
Okay. I think it would be better, since I'm a little bit lighter, me crawling down the ladder to piss, since there's no way for me to conveniently piss from the bed in this scenario. It would make less noise, me going down the ladder, because less weight. You would sleep better. So, and the next day of the apocalypse, we're better rested. We can move on.
Well, I think that it would be best for me to be on top because you're a better fighter. And if there is an intruder that comes in this apocalypse situation, then, you're first line of defense. And then, I'll be up. I'm a heavy sleeper, so I'm easily going to die.
Okay. First. You want me to be startled in my sleep and then sit up and hit my head on the bottom of the top bunk because there's an intruder.
Well, that would wake me up. And then there would be two of us. As opposed to me being on the lower bunk and just straight up getting murdered down there because I didn't hear him come in. I won't hear someone sneaking around. If someone pops their head up and hits the bottom of my bed, then I'm definitely getting up and I'd, jump off the top on top of whoever's head like a Thanksgiving Day turkey. Just that covers the top of the head, and they walk around like they don't know what's going on.
That's a wonderful point.
Thank you.
It's now time. You've made your arguments. It's now time for closing statements.
Closing time.
And your final arguments. So please, Mr. Brady, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Thank you. Yes. I
really gotta. Maybe we should do like can we go by first names?
Oh, I can point.
Okay.
Through the video. Okay. Yeah. Basically, safety, better sleep is what I think of when I think of beds, and sleeping at night. So with that in mind, I close with just think.
Wow. Okay. Strong stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he said all the things that I had said that was key for me having the top bunk. And I agree with his statement.
An interesting tactic. Okay. Oh, was that the end of yours?
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Wow. Abrupt. All right.
I would like to add if there is an intruder, apocalypse. You've been in the apocalypse before. There are so many intruders all the time.
Yeah.
2-man team over 1-man person.
That's a good note for everyone, all our listeners to take home. 2-man team over 1-man. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me. I'm just going to tally up the points here. If you'll give me our judges.
I'll go home and watch the results live on TV and with my team.
Excellent. All right. Okay, and I have the results, and that is it for this week's episode of Oh Brother.
Great. Can't wait to see those results.
Yeah.
We'll get them posted.
They'll be on the next episode. Is that right?
That is right.
The Discord will have the results.
Yep. We'll have to wait one full calendar week for these results to be tabulated. We have to send them off
to the audience, to
the Scantron place.
Okay.
To be scanned, and we will let everyone know. So excellent debating, brothers. Well done. A lot of useful information and positive takeaways for everyone who has ever slept in a bed, or has a brother, or has been in a top or bottom bunk. This is it's useful stuff for a lot of people.
Or the apocalypse.
Or the apocalypse.
I'm going to go home and take off my suit jacket, and I'll be loosening my tie, and I'll be saying to my imaginary wife, I shouldn't have talked about piss. I shouldn't have talked about piss.
You walk off the panel and you go back with your team, and someone's like, piss tubes? Piss tubes.
We've been coaching you for a week. What was the number one thing? No piss tubes. Yeah, we know.
Look at the charts. Americans hate piss tubes. They hate them.
It was a bold move to lead with piss tubes. But we'll see. We'll see what the numbers show. Because they don't.
I like how the moderator took the next step, thinking ahead, said, no cutting through the walls.
I know where it was going. The moderator does. All right. We have a voicemail. Somebody has called needing
great.
help.
Awesome. We love helping.
That's voicemail.
This actually is a helping podcast, but nobody calls. So you guys let us know what you need help with. Do you need someone to come over and help you carry your groceries in? Let us know.
Give us a couple minutes warning. Give us a little bit to get over there.
Yeah, the number is 513-486-4968. That is the Hummy hotline. Just leave a message.
And
we can solve all your problems at once.
Every single one. That's what's great about us. And that's, again, why the other podcasts can't stand us.
They cannot.
We solve.
So angry.
We solve. They revolve.
Other people like to cause problems and hit hot topics and rile and ruffle feathers.
Stir the pot.
So hot.
We just want to solve problems.
That's it. All right, here we go. Prepare to be about to solve.
Okay. Hey guys, this is Jarek, or Carcillo. You know, I know it's a different name. All right, so when I was a kid, there was this. We would all go down to this beach house, and we would all stop at the store and get candy. And my brother and sister would get Wonka candies, and I thought I got a Wonka candy as well, but it was like a now and later on the outside, but the inside was also solid, but it would melt in your mouth. It was the best candy I've ever had in my entire life. and I cannot for the life of me find it. It took me years to find the Cream Savers candy again because they just came out, but I cannot find that candy again. It is not a Wonka candy. It is not in any store. So basically my question is, do you guys have anything that you remember existing? You know it exists, because I remember playing like the Incredible Hulk game on the original Xbox or PS2 or whatever, and eating that candy. I remember it at the beach house. I know it exists. Do you guys have anything that you know exists, but nobody else knows about, or you can't find, something like that? Anyways, thank you. Oh, also, snowcaps are still around. Snowcaps are my favorite candy. Snowcaps are still around. There was a few podcasts ago, but they're still at my movie theaters. I put them on my ice cream. They're awesome. Thank you, guys.
Hell yeah. Oh, great voicemail. And I didn't think about the whole ice cream deal. I should do that.
Snowcaps in the ice cream. That seems like just a natural thing now. Like as soon as you said it, I was like, yeah. Why
haven't I done that? Yeah.
Great. Thanks, Jarek. That was good. That was good. Wow.
Well, what do you guys have? I think I'm going to try to research it.
I want to find this candy. I feel like we have to find this candy now. Like we need to solve this. One, because I want to try this. He said it was like a now and later on the outside, and like melt in your mouth, dissolve on the inside.
Yeah, can we research this now or later? Candy, but melt on inside.
Yeah, and I think he said it's not a Wonka candy, but, and this isn't anything against you, Jarek, I would say also include Wonka candies because the brain and memory do be wonky.
It do be, and in fact, we're getting into some Mandela effect stuff here. The way we remember stuff, because the first thing that comes up, Mandela effect now and later. It's now and later instead of now or later.
Oh, it's now or later instead of now and later.
It's always been now and later.
Right.
I think I've always.
Really? You knew this? You've been in that universe the whole time?
I think so. I think they should just change it to now and / or later and just cover the whole thing.
Yeah, wow.
Or just say maybe later. You don't know what might happen.
Or
okay.
Just when's good for you?
The candy?
Yeah. Change it to that.
Yeah.
Or you let me know.
You let me know candy, or a see if I care candy.
Right.
Yeah.
Trying to think. Go on.
No, yeah, I was gonna start. Do you got one?
I feel like that. I'm certain there was. Here's the thing. I've forgotten a lot of shit. Like a scary amount of things. I don't have a good one. Come back to me. What about you guys?
There's this arcade game that was at a place we always used to have our birthdays. It was what was it called? Star. Do you remember the thing I'm talking about? It was an arcade. You'd have your pizza place. It was in Florida. Star. I swear to God, I want to call it Starbucks, and I wouldn't. I'm not even like, because you would get into this chamber with all the money. It's flying around. You grab it. It might be dead. It might be. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Like they had things that came to school that were like the wind tunnel thing.
No, this was a place you went to.
But what was it?
A place you went to?
Booth, like wind tunnel guys?
Yeah.
In Florida.
Oh, here we go. Starbucks entertainment chain goes out of business.
Castle, Star Hawk, Star Rider.
No, this is in the Orlando Sentinel from 1994.
Oh.
So maybe it just wasn't around long.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember this place?
No.
Well, here we go.
There's zero memories.
I think this is
Wait a minute.
exactly what he was talking about.
Yeah, this is. Oh my God! I'm seeing the coins. I'm looking up. Yeah, wow.
You see the coins?
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. This place. Yeah, look at this. Oh, there's a kid's video. Am I gonna watch some other kid's birthday party?
I see that video. Yeah, we had birthday parties there.
Yeah, and it was called Starbucks Arcade, the lesser known Starbucks.
Wow. Huh. Okay.
Anyway, they had this game. So now not only can I not find the actual place, but apparently it closed down in 94. It's like the ghost of Christmas past. It just, you can't find it. But then they had a game in there called, with these two, I want to say snowmen. You're a couple of snowmen.
Oh God.
And to this day, can't find it. One was a blue snowman, the other one was a red snowman. And something happened. I can't even remember.
Bros.
Snow Bros?
Was it Snow Bros?
Might have been Snow Bros.
I'm frantically
just looking it up. Yeah.
Candies.
Oh my God! There's a Snow Bro arcade on eBay for $3,700.
Oh,
Snow Bros. I think that might be it. Maybe that's it. But that game, the gameplay doesn't look like it's it.
Okay.
But
your memory is.
But that's something I've been looking for, and then I gave up. I gave up. No, look at this. There's a Snow Bros hoodie. That's it. That's it. Snow Bros.
One person's gonna see it. That's crazy. Okay. Mine is sort of game related because, back in the day they had like NES Power Glove and all that stuff. Back then they had these weird adapters, and I haven't seen or heard about it since, but I know there was the S.
Hold on,
do you remember that thing?
You're breaking
You cut out a
that
minute.
again? You cut out?
There was an adapter for the SNES that was like a bazooka.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
You remember that?
You're not crazy.
Okay, because I hadn't seen or heard about it since, but when the question was asked, that came up for some reason. And our cousin, he was like right-handed but left-eye dominant, so he would aim down the bazooka.
Oh yeah,
with his head at 90 degrees. I'm the same way, but
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, so
you're a bazooka user.
Yeah.
So I guess unfortunately we've solved both of ours.
Yeah.
And he's got to still live in his world where he's trying to find this candy, and it's gonna drive him nuts.
Well,
yeah.
We'll put it out there to all the listeners. Hopefully some people we can crowdsource this research. Is it Laugh Bites?
Clever stuff.
Laugh Bites? That'd be funny if all you had to do is Google it, and it's like the first thing that pops up.
Ooh.
So maybe it had some laughing going on in the title.
Yeah, because Laffy Taffy pop of fruity flavor. Well, I guess there's no way we're gonna know without hearing back.
Yes.
We'll just
if you figure it out, call back.
Or we're happy to help. I mean, we are helping. That's what we are a help podcast. here we are clearly helping.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Are there any other Mandela effects that blow your minds, or no? Are they all explained pretty well for you?
I feel like in most of everything, it's one of the. I feel like you have to be told about it, because either feel like I remember it very clearly, or I've just forgotten about a thing altogether. Like I never have. I guess I never have memories, or I'm like, I remember it as this thing, but it's the other actually. That doesn't make any sense to say, does it?
I think I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
It's like the Berenstain Bears.
Yeah.
Is that it? Is that one of them? Because I just think all our parents couldn't read it, so they read it wrong, and then you're like, no, I swear to God, it was the Bernstein Bears. So they were reading those books when I could not. So it's really on them.
They had nobody there fact checking them. We couldn't read.
Yeah, you got to do your own research.
Hey, Mom, I think you're wrong here.
Right.
What is it with that one? What is the real versus what is the remembered?
I think everyone remembers Berenstain Bears, and it's Bernstein.
It's like so Berenstain or something.
Yeah. It's like it's.
Oh, it is Stain.
Yeah, it's Stain. Yeah. And everyone's been saying Steen all this. It's like, well, everyone remembers it that way because everyone's parents didn't care. They just said it, and then it just caught on.
From your memory, can you spell Febreze like the air freshener? You spell Febreze?
Febreez.
Wow. Okay. Okay. That's what everyone thinks it is.
Oh no.
But it's just Febreze. There's no double E, is what I'm saying.
Wow.
Huh.
Yeah. Everyone thinks that's weird. Okay. It's weird.
Yeah. Well, you heard it first here, people. It's weird. It is a weird thing. I know. I can't think of anything that's happened like personally, but yeah, those are out there. Do you think there's some sort of shift in the universe where they're like, you know what, they slight alter, like someone had a time machine and they go back to the guy who was writing the Bernstein Bears.
Yeah.
And he leaves his office and they have to grab this something off his computer and they bump something and it typos to Steen and then he's out of there and it's like, oh, you did a good job, but you hit his elbow and now it's Stein instead of Steen.
Yeah,
goes, we'll live with it. That's not so bad.
I feel like it could happen. Like, let's say in some universe, Jeff answers Ingrid's call.
Oh yeah,
and then like she has a better day. She goes to invent some product that
Right.
Yeah, that's how that happens.
I hope somehow there is like a butterfly effect with me and Ingrid, and I improve her life.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Let's hope we live in that universe.
You know what? I'm gonna
pray for hope.
Wow. And what a perfect way to end the show, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Powerful.
Powerful stuff here. Pray for hope, everyone. Pray for hope. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening and the calls and OP, the keypad.
The thoughts.
Amazing.
The prayers, the keypads, the voicemails. What a day. What a day. So
it is.
It's that time. I know I'm going to go pray for hope, and I hope that you all go pray as well.
I'm going to be praying for Ingrid.
Yeah, she's
wonderful. Okay. Good day.
Great.